What's going on, everyone? James Stanley back with another video, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Episode 6.
All of
Balloons
the
are back.
balloons were gone. What could it mean?
I
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
don't exactly know what I'm supposed to do here now. Oh, we're gonna take the
Stanley picked
bucket.
up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly
Mm.
alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered
I
the
guess
lift.
here. I think we did both of the things on the right side. So, this is really the only thing we could do. Okay. There will be a reward for finding him. Again, I never. Okay. It's a broom
Stanley,
closet.
we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I
Oh.
did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Alright, fine. You can close. Alright.
Coming to a staircase,
No, we'll
Stanley
go.
and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We're gonna take the escape option and see what happens here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light
I don't even know.
dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it.
If it wasn't obvious,
Inseparable.
I don't play these games back to back.
Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 284.
Oh, it was 2845. Oh.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Where's the door? That's what I thought. Okay.
This is certainly the most
So,
logical explanation.
like I mentioned, we're going to take this escape route. Because that's the next thing we need to do with this bucket. Also, I have no idea why the balloons came back. But, it is what it is, I guess.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Yeah, okay.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Cool. Alright. So, back here.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead.
We're gonna go to the escape.
Mind control facility.
No, we're not.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Cool.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, but we don't care.
Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's do this. Wee. Ow, my ankles. Alright.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and
Wow.
to be sure,
Rude.
the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye, Cruel World. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Yes.
as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Oh. Okay. Back to here we go. Stanley Parable.
The death of such a magnificent bucket.
Oh,
It's true that
the
all
bucket?
buckets are radiant in their own
But not
way.
Stanley, that's crazy.
This one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Oh, that's all about a bucket? I don't have my bucket with me anymore. What is this? Okay. Interesting. You know, I feel like I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here.
It was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own.
That's
Can you see
crazy.
the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be
That's
in his
crazy. Okay. Yeah, okay.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Okay.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Alright, oh. Okay. Oh. I was gonna fall.
But
Yeah.
there is something we can do.
Did not fall though.
Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Is it really?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed
Oh.
by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Okay. You're out of time there. I hate to break it to you. Alright, that was that. Also, oh my goodness, it is kind of hot in here. It is really hot in here, let me tell you. Alright, it's not really hot, but like, usually I have a fan on behind me.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But, usually I have a fan on, but that usually always gets picked up when I talk. So I'm trying to have it turned off so the mic audio sounds not bad.
Another thrilling adventure together.
Alright, should be one more.
Touched the bucket tightly to his chest. And
Should be here.
left.
Then once we do this, this should be everything. Yeah, whatever. So, now it's time to go downstairs.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
You know we did not. We are going downstairs. Hey, look, a pair or a collectible.
I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think?
Figlies.
What
Figlies
name
sounds
better
dumb.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1. Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I'm sure it will. Alright, that is all that. Let's go here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of
It's
facing
this
admitting
again.
He had left his post during work.
Right.
Fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
The bucket told me to.
Everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe
He
you
looked down at the
are.
bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Whoa, what?
Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket.
Huh?
It's a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
Uh-oh.
No good would
Oh,
come from it.
and there goes the
Who knows
bucket.
What sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of the bucket. And indeed, Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh,
Uh-oh.
he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Hey, look, there's a lot of
He
buckets.
rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket.
Okay.
He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
Is that supposed to be like this? I'm sorry.
He knew where the voice of the bucket had been.
Like, I'm sorry, what?
The real bucket.
I don't think that's supposed to. I don't think that was supposed to be the case.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Boom. Onto the ground.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
All right. Forgot about this part.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Oof.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
That's an
Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
That's crazy.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
That's interesting. If you can do that, you deserve to be in the Olympics at the very least. Well, I don't know exactly what to do now. We done. Whoa, I did not recognize this being a thing. No. Okay. So I don't know what's exactly next.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I must be missing stuff as well because
Couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
yeah, I don't know what exactly else to do. Let's do that. Do this once again. Then I'm kinda stumped.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Oh, really? Well, I guess there is one thing that I do want to do.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Now we're going to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt
Okay.
the bucket
Well,
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Cool.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Very insightful.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting
Interesting.
room.
No. There was a figurine here, and with this figurine, there was a little pathway. I don't know if that leads to anything.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
This is before anything. Let me get this figurine. And I don't care much, but since I'm like right here.
Close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very
Excuse
soon,
me?
you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Whoa, is that how it works?
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
Okay.
Can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
That is a trash name. I'm just gonna say that right now. Now I'm pretty sure if you fall, you die. So with that being said, let's go in here. NFL. Alright, where am I? Definitely somewhere new. Can't go in there, so it's only up from here. Okay. So. Tape recorder? I wonder if I missed this in the actual game. I don't even know.
This is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Really?
Sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when
Oh, didn't I mean to do that.
it doesn't.
I don't know if you guys saw the mouse on the screen. If not, then
There's no explanation.
carry on. Eat that right, Chelsea.
Still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so. What do I do with this treasure? I can
Monetize it?
monetize it.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Oh boy.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Excuse me? What just happened? Okay. You know what just happened? I don't know what just happened. Oh, that was it. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Whoa, really? I still don't know what the idea of turning off these computers do.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket.
Wait, what?
Culture and distinction.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Now what else do I do? Don't have many more options.
Bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm just trying to think. What else do I have to do? I guess there's one more thing to do, right? And that is to simply destroy the facility or whatever. That's like the only thing I can really think of. I don't know. Alright. To do something different.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley
Oof.
gasped in horror. Had
How
this
dare
been
you,
the
Bucket?
plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Okay.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another. And this wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
I don't know if that's really the
It was
case.
only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
I call BS.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Those all birds.
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Surely was, right?
He was happy.
Yeah, sure he was. I was gonna say, is this gonna be the end? Alright. We got one more thing to do before I call this the end of this
Just a
episode.
step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Interesting. Computers not on. None of the computers are on. Well.
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Nope, alright. Didn't know that would have been something different or not. Alright, one more thing to at least try. I don't know how. Or I don't know if it would actually work. Or kind of something different unless I see something different, but only one thing I can really think of
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
would be
was the
this.
direct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the
Yeah.
place to be.
Sure.
And it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this never mind.
No, he did not turn out to be correct.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We've done the meeting room stuff because I think it's just kind of, you know, that, we already went down there with the bucket.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to
Oh.
the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Hold on.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this.
No.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Except it didn't. Didn't think so. Alright, now we're here. I think I should have done this in the previous part of the game. And I probably will, but let's see where this takes us, I guess. What is this? Nothing.
Stop! Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
Oh.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
I didn't know.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
What do you mean?
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which,
Yeah, I
if
guess.
that's true, well, my goodness. I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game.
I sure will.
Quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't
Oh,
a bucket.
okay.
Please,
I can climb a ladder.
here for a moment.
I guess we're going here. Oh. Oh.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some
what?
test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
Huh?
It is a hologram of a bucket,
Oh.
not an actual bucket.
Okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Wouldn't it just still work as a bucket? I don't know why that would matter.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This
Oh.
is a bucket.
Okay.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Jimmy, how on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I'm sorry. That was just hilarious. A disbelief.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct.
Brother. Oh, I should have pressed no. Man. What's this?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What do you mean both? Ain't no both. You liar.
Item. Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here
And
somewhere.
I'm not. Oh wow, there's just a very visible barrier here. I can't move anywhere else. That's a wrap.
Okay, you and I both know that there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Maybe.
Straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm too even sort it out. I've lost a sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
No, you're not a bucket.
I'm losing myself, and myself
Ah.
is all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No.
Okay, here we go.
He just Thanos snapped.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why
Oh,
did
yes.
everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you,
Wow.
Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Really?
Wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Yeah, but like everything's pitch black, though.
It's still... I could get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So...
Very much.
I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Please do.
You'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Alright. Can I turn this off? No. Not like it matters. Alright, that's all the time I have here. It's getting so hot in my room. Oh my goodness. I hope that's never been the reason why I would stop the videos. It just, well, we're at that point. Either way, that is going to be it for this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Have a great day, great night, whenever it is when you guys are watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.